That's perfect. All right. Today we are doing something that should be very easy. I've got a flywheel off of our V6 Mustang engine that we just brought in, and I'm going to be taking this thing and removing some of this rust that's built up on it. Now this thing's been sitting outside at a junkyard for years now, so this is actually quite bad. But what I'm gonna be able to do is, using 120 aluminum oxide, I'm gonna strip this back to that base metal and return this to its usable state. Let's get to it. So for this demonstration, again, I'm gonna be using 120 aluminum oxide inside of our VH2000 Dry Blast, and I'm only gonna blast one side of this part, that way you guys can see an actual comparison. Now again, this shouldn't take long at all, so I'm just gonna get to it. All right, now this VH2000 Dry Blast is a pressure pot setup, which means we're going to be moving a lot of media, and it's going to be at very high pressure. So again, we should see some very immediate results. Oh, like nothing. That's insane. It's crazy too how you can feel the dust collector start pulling the gloves in on this thing. It's just moving so much CFM. Guys, we are wiping the rust away. That's absurd, look at that. That is crazy. And visibility in this thing is great. I don't know if you guys can tell, that dust collector is moving all of this media out of the blasting chamber. It's so quiet too. This is years of rust that we are literally just wiping away like it's nothing. That's crazy. If you have ever questioned if sandblasting can remove rust, there is your answer. That was insanely fast. Literally, it was a contact clean. As soon as you touched it, it was gone. And you are left with a surface that you can coat, or you can leave it just like this and put this thing back in service. That is phenomenal. That was crazy. But to answer the question, how to remove rust with a sandblaster, you want to use an angular abrasive. So again, something like an aluminum oxide, silicon carbide, something that has an edge. It's actually going to be able to bite onto the surface, but not actually remove anything from the surface. If you want to remove it as quickly as possible, you do need to get a pressure pot set up, because you can flow a larger amount of abrasive and it's at a higher pressure. Siphon setups will work, they just take a little bit longer. If you guys need any of that actually spec'd out, we have an excellent sales department here that can help guide you through this process. They can recommend abrasives, and again, they can do trial part processing for you guys. Our number is 828-202-5563. If you have any questions about how to remove rust with a sandblaster, sandblasting as a whole, or any surface finishing equipment that we sell, leave it in the comments below. We love answering that for you guys. Thank you all for watching, and have a great day. Peace.